天呢，我可以跟大家谈一下，怎么能够练好一个套路。
I will discuss with you today how can you practice well one form.
比如说少林拳。
I will give us an example, Shaolin Kung Fu, Shaolinquan.
首先你要明白少林拳的特点是什么。
You have to understand what are the characteristics for Shaolinquan.
少林拳呢，它讲究拳打一条线，在一条线上基本上。
Shaolinquan is actually a style which is moving on straight lines.
它的力量是刚猛有力。
The Shaolin style power is very strong.
很有力量的。
So there is a lot of power in the movements.
它出拳的时间是你看，就是直而不直，曲而不曲也不是直的，也不是曲的，它是直而不直，曲而不曲。
So the fist, for example, is not a straight fist, as you can observe. So it's not very close to the body, but not straight, stretched outwards.
讲究呢，你看上前滚，它是一个旋转的滚出滚入，滚出滚入。
So you see, we also have rotation inside the fist.
你看，假如说一个功夫，你看，唰唰。
So this is, for example, a movement in Gongbu.
马步。
This is a Mabu. A transition in Mabu.
它这个力量是
So you guys can see the power, it's coming from the dantian. And it's penetrating the muscles.
那跟这个太极拳那就不一样。
The Taijiquan is very different.
太极拳里边的特点讲究柔中带刚，绵绵不断。
So in Tai Chi we have slow movements. We have this transition between soft movements.
讲究呢，里边是想用意念和气来配合之后带领你的动作。
The power and the qi are inside the movement.
每个关节节都要放松。
Every joint is relaxed.
你也可以练松的时间，一个抖出去，这种气，你看瞬间爆发的时候。
But when you need to use the explosive power, the qi will give you this explosive power.
所以说呢，练习好太极，首先你要学会放松自己的身体。
In order to practice well Taijiquan, you need to learn to relax your body.
身体的每个关节都是松的。
Every joint in your body must be very relaxed.
用你的气往外展现出去。
So your qi moves outwards in the movement.
所以说你感觉你的身体里边每个关节里边都有一种气在流动的感觉。
So in every single joint and bones in your body, you can feel the qi flowing.
这样你的太极拳就有感觉这种味道了。
So only this way you will have the feeling, the proper feeling of Tai Chi, and it's going to look in your movements.
所以说你看，腰带动你的肩，肩带动你的肘，肘带动
The waist is correlated with your shoulder, the shoulder with the elbow, and the elbow with the hand.
对，刚开始可能说你自己很僵硬，不听你的使唤。
To start with, exists the possibility that your body is stiff and it doesn't listen to your mind.
或者说你的手自己先动了，都不对。
Or your arm is moving like no meaning really. Those kind of movements are not correct in Tai Chi.
所以说你首先要明白这个道理，腰带动你的肩，肩带动你的肘，肘带动你的手，慢慢你看腰动，同时你就找到这个感觉。你看下边也是一样，你看腰带动你的膝，膝带动你的踝关节。
You have to understand the correlation between the waist, the shoulder, the elbow, and the hand, they are all working together. In the lower side of the body, also you have the waist working together with the knees and the feet.
所以太极讲究是一个圆。
Tai Chi is a moving circle.
抖出去。所以说你能找到这种感觉，不可能说你1个月2个月。
This kind of feeling you probably will not achieve in 1 or 2 months.
因为你的身体、你的脑子明白，你的身体不明白。
Because your mind understands, but the body cannot follow yet.
你的脑子明白，你模仿了师傅的动作，但是你不去练习，练习不1000遍，你都不可能达到你自己的动作。
In the beginning, for example, when you learn the movements, this will be my movements, not yours. But the more you practice, you are using your chi inside the movements. So if you practice more than 1000 times, this routine will become yours.
等你练够了1000遍，你的脑子明白了，你的身体明白了。
After you practice about 1000 times at least, maybe for some people longer, your body will start to understand. Your body will follow your mind.
所以说这个东西，这个套路就是属于你自己的。
So then this routine or taolu will become yours.
有很多人学会了套路，那是师傅的。
There are many people, they are learning the forms. At this point, this form is not yours, it's mine.
等到你自己的气和力和这个套路融在了一起，这个就属于自己的了。
But in the moment you are able to develop your chi, the power, the movements will become yours. Then this will be your form, not mine.
你像梅花拳讲究大开大合，
Let's see for
舒展开的。
Let's see, for example, Meihuaquan. In Meihuaquan, we have a very big opening.
它这个力也是从外面唰一声伸开。
The power, it's moving from the dantian towards the body extremities.
它的速度很快。
In Meihua, we have a very high speed as well.
所以说，你看，唰，它整个气血往外撑出去。
In the moment you do this movement, you can observe that your appearance is very different. The qi travels in
它就
the
像一
body.
张弓一样往外拉开，撑到最点。
So you notice that your body will open very much outwards.
收的时间呢，就像一个箭一样，砰。
So it's pretty much like a bow and an arrow. So you stretch the bow and you release the arrow. So the same is when you stretch the bow is like breathing in, and releasing the arrow is breathing out, relaxing.
所以说讲究大开大合。
In Meihuaquan, we have this big opening and big closing.
讲究气往外那种往外有那个气球往外打那种撑的。
So you have this explosive qi going outside the body.
一定要到顶点，你看手指到这个指点。
So you have to understand that the qi has to reach the fingertips.
所以说呢，还要往外能撑多大就撑多大。
So when you breathe in, you stretch the body as much as you can.
脚趾就叫指点，
Make sure that your feet are grounded on the floor.
头顶就到了头发丝儿这个地方。
So the qi in the top of your head, it's literally it goes to the hair threads.
所以说你看大开大合。
So the qi travels to extremities, and you extend your body as much as possible.
它动的时间，你看速度是一种抖发很快，你看唰一下就出去了。
So when you go and transition between two movements, it's very high speed.
什么叫抖发？你看身体本来是在，你看本来是这种，你看一动手，唰一下整个身体很快。
So you observe that from a starting position, we are transitioning to the next movement really fast.
所以说呢，每个拳有每个拳的特色和特点。
Every style of kung fu has its own characteristics.
比个例子来说，如果说你想吃肉。
For example, I will give you guys an example to understand better. So if you want to eat meat, for example,
肉有肉的味道。
so the meat will have the meat taste, right?
你拿出鸡蛋，不可能说是有肉的味道。
So if you have an egg, it's not possible that this egg will have the meat flavor.
你想吃这些青菜，它不可能有鸡蛋的味道。
Vegetables, for example, it's not possible. For example, some greens to have egg flavor. We talk about natural flavors now.
所以说，每个拳有每个拳的味道。
So every style of Kung Fu, it has its own flavor.
你要明白这个拳是什么特点和味道。
So you have to understand and pay attention to every style characteristics.
你照着这个拳的特色和特点去练习，肯定就出来一种这个拳的味道。
So if you understand these particular style characteristics, you will practice in that manner that when you perform the routine, will understand these characteristics.
所以说，在中国练拳有这样一个说法。
So in China, this is the way we practice Kung Fu styles.
首先，你要去学会。
You have first to understand the movements.
学会以后呢，通过自己的练习，你就对这个动作和这个拳熟练。熟练了就是练了很多遍。
So after you see the movements and you can understand these movements, you have to practice them over and over again.
不用想，你就明白。
You practice them until the point where you no need to think about them because you will understand them.
等你熟练了以后啊，你就知道，哦，这个气和力，就这个巧力就出来了。
Only after you practice them so many times that become ingrained in your body, in your muscle memory, then you can add the power and speed and qi.
所以说呢，等到你什么是这个巧劲出来以后呢，你就脑子里边就有这个拳的记忆了。
After you can incorporate these aspects, power, speed, and qi, then this form, it's part of your being.
有这个记忆了以后，明白了，别人想干什么，你就很快的就可以制止对方。
So then you have like around your body a kind of aura that if someone attacks you, you no need to think about it. You pretty much react instantly.
所以说呢，想到一步。
So you guys, it's very important to understand that learning a form requires step-by-step practice.
一定要对自己要求一定要严格一点。
So make sure you are very strict with yourself, with your practice.
只要是明白了这个道理，我们这个拳一定能够做好。
If we understand this concept, this routine will actually be very easy to practice.
加油！